Ollie games, they were high-score chasing, trick comboing 2D arcade greats that, while really fun, could also be brutally difficult. But there was clearly something special there in developer Roll7's take on a sport that's seen its fair share of gaming, like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater franchise, and some lows. Also the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater franchise. It's why the studio is returning to its roots here with OlliOlli World, which is looking to bring some of that back, but strip away what made it a bit more difficult for players to get into or to live up to its high skill level as it progressed. From my hands-on time with some opening levels and an interview with the devs, there's really something quite magical here about this new take on the familiar formula, and it's very much found in the world added to OlliOlli's name. Set on the fictional island of Redlandia, OlliOlli World is a 2D game within a 3D world that could easily be a setting in Adventure Time's land of Ood. Separated into a few different main hubs, Redlandia is a visually captivating mishmash of beachside towns, forested regions, and more, all built around a clear love and celebration of skateboarding. In what feels like a more surrealist take on Rocket Power's ocean shores, Redlandia is pure skating nirvana, with ramps to ollie off, rails to grind, walls to ride, and plenty of lines to let you connect one trick to the next. But it's also a joyously silly and surreal place where just about anything makes sense. It's a consistently charming and delightful aesthetic that had me replaying levels not just to achieve new high scores, but to also slowly skate through so I could admire the scenery. And though I only played a few opening missions, I'm oddly invested in learning more about this world. That's in large part thanks to the core cast of characters who welcomed my new skater to this world in the demo. This love of skating permeating the world filters down, obviously, into OlliOlli World's gameplay. Other than using a button to kick while playing on controller, most of my movement was relegated to the sticks, which may sound familiar to those who have played past OlliOlli games or even something like Skate. You're only ever progressing forward, either left or right depending on the momentum of the level, so the sticks aren't used to steer but instead for every bit of your tricks. Flips are on the left stick and grabs, which are new to the series, are on the right. It's easy to pull off simple tricks like a heel flip or nose grab, but more advanced tricks can be pulled off by various more finessed flicks and turns of the sticks. You can always ollie with a simple push up of the left control stick, but obviously your speed and momentum and what angle of surface you're grabbing air off of will impact your hang time. OlliOlli World wants each move to matter, but it also doesn't want to penalize players. Case in point, in the original games, you actually had to hit a button timed with every time you landed on the ground, otherwise you'd bail. Now, you don't have to do that, but you can earn some extra points for doing so. Each level, at least based on the ones I played in the demo, has you chasing 3 potential scores to beat, represented as the scores of other characters in the world, as well as a set of several missions. These could range from doing an advanced trick over a specific gap, to completing the course without wiping, to knocking a frog off of a bee. You know, completely standard skateboarding objectives. It's likely you won't get every objective and every score done in a single run though, and so OlliOlli continues the franchise's knack for quick replayability. Reloading a level after you finish it or bail mid-run is nearly instantaneous, and that's doubly important because of OlliOlli World's major mechanical addition I got to play with: alternate paths. Every level will have its golden path to skate through, but at various points along the way, another lane of skatable terrain will open up, which the player can transfer to if they wish with a quick button press. You obviously won't know what each path offers until you've skated through, but because of some clever level layouts, I often would see where those alternate paths would have taken me in the background or foreground of a given moment. It's a smart way to tease what the player hasn't seen yet, and also reinforces that urge to go for just one more run of OlliOlli's type gameplay. But even if you're not chasing scores and just want to explore the world, have a chill run, and maybe talk to a fortune-telling fish, OlliOlli World captures both the intensity and the joy of what skateboarding can be. And that was a piece of the skateboarding puzzle that, while not part of every level, felt central to OlliOlli World's philosophy. And that is, skateboarding is fun. It's fun to chase the perfect line, but it's also fun to just hang out and enjoy the wind blowing by as you curve around a corner. I assume, of course, there is wind in Redlandia. I forgot to ask the developers about that important bit of lore. Skateboarding can be all about you, a single skater, in the moment preparing for a run, but it can also be a sport full of community. of celebrating a communal love for catching air and eating asphalt. OlliOlli World looks to be capturing that dichotomy, and by extension is shaping up to offer a great score-chasing time and a fun, relaxing arcade experience. Radlandia is one of the more inviting game worlds I've visited in some time, and I'm looking forward to booking a return trip very soon. For more on OlliOlli World, be sure to check out the latest trailer for the game, and for everything else in the world of virtual skateboarding, you're already in the right place, IGN.
Sana.
Queremos, Hibolo.